Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. The ancient Imperial Harem of China was a mysterious and complex world, filled with power struggles, emotional entanglements, and strict hierarchies. The palace maids, concubines, and empress each played distinct roles, with their lives constrained by rigorous court regulations while also reflecting individual wisdom and emotions. Here, we will delve into their daily lives, psychological states, and the relationships they formed within this enclosed space. Palace maids held the lowest status among the women in the harem, typically coming from the lower strata of society. Once selected to enter the palace, their primary responsibilities involved the daily affairs of the imperial residence. According to records in the Ming Palace Dictionary, the lives of palace maids were highly regimented. They would wake early, start with cleaning tasks, and then gather to distribute duties related to housekeeping, laundry, and cooking. Although their work was arduous, palace maids enjoyed certain basic living provisions. The daily lives of palace maids were relatively monotonous and heavy. Their work often began at dawn and extended until nightfall. In addition to their assigned tasks, palace maids had leisure time to practice skills such as singing, dancing, and playing musical instruments. These activities not only enriched their lives but also provided opportunities for self-expression. While the basic needs of palace maids were met, ensuring daily meals and monthly clothing allowances, their low status brought numerous challenges. They were required to adhere to strict discipline, with any mistakes potentially leading to severe punishment. Moreover, the competitive relationships among palace maids frequently affected their psychological well-being. To secure better treatment and living conditions, they often had to navigate the complex dynamics between concubines and other maids with great caution. Concubines held a higher status within the palace, enjoying better living conditions and serving as symbols of power and beauty. Their lives were governed by strict ceremonial rules and were steeped in a tense atmosphere of competition for favor. Taking the Ming dynasty as an example, the daily routines of concubines included morning court meetings, incense prayers, embroidery, reading, and engaging in cultural activities like playing instruments and chess. Their living environments were luxurious and ornate, often referred to as palaces or courtyards, such as the Guifei Palace, where the favored concubines resided. The lifestyles of concubines emphasized not only external glamour but also internal cultivation. They were expected to continuously enhance their literary skills and talents to maintain their standing in the harem. Concubines participated in various court activities, such as banquets and flower viewings, which were not just part of their lives but also platforms for vying for the emperor's favor. Additionally, the harem operated under a strict hierarchy, with different ranks of concubines enjoying varying privileges and rights. For instance, the favored concubine, as the highest authority in the harem, could directly manage the palace maids, whereas regular concubines lacked such power. This hierarchy forced concubines to exert considerable effort in their pursuit of favor and power. Concubines also had to navigate internal competition and manage their relationships with the empress. As the ruler of the palace, the empress monitored and constrained the actions of concubines. Therefore, in their interactions with the empress, concubines had to strike a balance between showing respect and exhibiting cleverness to safeguard their positions. It is worth noting that the empress occupied the highest status among women in the palace. She was not only the emperor's wife but also the manager of the entire harem. Her life was opulent, yet it concealed complex responsibilities and pressures. According to records in the chronicles of the Qing court, after rising in the morning, the empress would first attend the morning assembly to hear reports from various departments. These reports covered palace affairs, financial conditions, and external matters, necessitating a comprehensive understanding for effective decision-making. Within palace affairs, the empress held the highest decision-making authority, and her choices could directly affect the entire harem's operations. Additionally, the empress was required to receive foreign dignitaries and participate in various court activities such as sacrifices and prayers. Her life was filled with solemnity and ritual, showcasing royal dignity and prestige. Despite the empress's high status, her life was equally challenging. She had to maintain a balance between ensuring stability within the palace and projecting the dignity of the royal family externally. The empress managed complex interpersonal relationships, including those with concubines, palace maids, and other powerful officials. In the harem, the delicate balance of power often compelled the empress to demonstrate both wisdom and resilience. To maintain her status, she might need to adopt strategies that involve treating concubines kindly to foster harmony while being vigilant against their potential power expansions. This intricate relationship rendered the empress's life full of uncertainty. Some professionals have commented that life in the ancient imperial harem was a world filled with contradictions and complexities. The palace maids, concubines, and empresses each bore the weight of power while also embodying the diversity of life and the richness of emotions. Although their lives were subject to strict regulations and controls, within this mysterious space, they exhibited the brilliance of humanity and emotion. This enclosed environment was not only a battleground for power but also a crucible for human nature. There, the wisdom of survival, emotional ties, and complex interpersonal relationships wove together into a rich tapestry of history. Through the stories of these women, we gain insight not only into the luxury and allure of the ancient imperial palace but also into their struggles and efforts in navigating the tensions between power and survival. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next time.